When you finally stop chasing an avoidant and go silent, something powerful happens beneath their carefully constructed emotional armor. They're used to people pursuing them, demanding explanations, and trying to break down their walls. But your silence? That's the one thing they didn't see coming. Here's what really happens inside their mind when you stop reaching out and start focusing on yourself. Initial relief turns to unease. At first, your silence feels like a gift to them. They think, finally the pressure is off, I can breathe again. They convince themselves this is what they wanted all along: space, freedom, no emotional demands. But as days turn into weeks, something shifts. The relief starts morphing into something they don't recognize: unease. They begin to notice your absence in ways they didn't expect. The constant background noise of your attention, which they took for granted, is suddenly gone, and the silence feels heavier than they anticipated. The armor starts cracking. Avoidants are masters at emotional suppression, but your silence forces them to sit with feelings they've been avoiding. Without your energy to react against, they can't maintain their role as the distant, unaffected one. They start checking your social media more frequently, wondering why you're not posting about missing them or trying to get their attention. They might even feel a strange sense of rejection. Ironic, considering they're usually the ones doing the rejecting. Your silence holds up a mirror, showing them that they're not as immune to connection as they believed. They start missing what they pushed away. This is where the real emotional work begins for them. Without your presence buffering their loneliness, they start remembering the good moments. Your laugh, the way you understood them, how safe they felt when you weren't demanding anything from them. They realize that pushing you away didn't eliminate their need for connection. It just delayed the inevitable confrontation with their own emotional needs. Your silence forces them to acknowledge that they actually valued what you brought to their life. The uncomfortable truth emerges. Your silence becomes their emotional reckoning. They're forced to confront the fact that they might have lost something irreplaceable. The armor they've worn for protection suddenly feels like a prison. They start questioning whether their need for independence is worth the cost of meaningful connection. Some will reach out, finally ready to be vulnerable. Others will stay frozen in their discomfort, too proud to admit they made a mistake. But either way, your silence has done what no amount of pursuing ever could. It's made them feel the full weight of their choices.